Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope you're having a great day. Let's dive into another in-depth candle review. This is Bath & Body Works Vanilla Romance. If this is your first video here on my channel, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button right below the video here. If you're interested in more in-depth candle reviews, candle hauls, favorites, things like that, definitely make sure you stick around. I have quite a bit of home fragrance content that I share here on my channel, so if that is your thing, hit that subscribe button and all of my new videos should pop up in your subscription feed as they go live here on my channel. Anyway, Vanilla Romance is new to the body care line this year, and I love when they pair a candle along with the body care line. That is kind of how I fell in love with the Into the Night fragrance. I originally tried a few of the body care products and then I noticed, oh, there's a candle too. Might as well grab that. And it's honestly one of my favorite fragrances now. It reminds me of a deeper, darker, richer, more sophisticated version of their Dark Kiss fragrance, which I loved back in the day. I actually had one of the Dark Kiss candles back then as well, and it was one of my biggest regrets not buying like more backups of that before they did away with it. But anyway, this Vanilla Romance, if you really like the fragrance of the candle, you can also obviously get the body care stuff. So the way that I review videos is I kind of talk through the fragrance notes. I tell you what my nose actually picks up. If I have like a reference point for comparison to something else, I'll mention that. We'll talk strength and throw and then kind of discuss the overall burn quality. I usually, I don't know. It's been a little bit hit and miss still with the Bath & Body Works candles in terms of the burn quality. I really do feel like they should do better, especially for what they price them at just the regular retail price, which by the way, I never pay that. I usually only bite if there is a like $12.95 or max $13.95 sale and I have to have a coupon. So at that price point, I can be maybe a little bit more forgiving, but I certainly would not be if I purchased this or a lot of these candles at full price, I guess I should say. This one's actually doing okay, so I don't want to like imply that this one isn't burning well, but anyway, we'll get to that. Okay. So their description on the website reads that this is a love letter to a trending yet timeless ingredient. Sounds great, right? Okay, the fragrance notes are fresh cardamom, vanilla absolute, and captivating woods. So here's the thing. I don't smell any cardamom in this fragrance at all. I do smell a really beautiful, warm, cozy, perfumey vanilla. I also feel like I smell a little bit of amber in this fragrance. I do think there is maybe a touch of maybe like a little bit of like a sandalwood. I think that that's maybe what they're saying with this quote unquote captivating woods. To my nose, it smells like a really pretty, slightly sweetened, creamy sandalwood. But yeah, I really do think that this one gives me the same kind of effect, but a little bit lighter as one of my favorite personal fragrances. I'm in love with the Seven Virtues Vanilla Woods. It's one of my favorite perfumes in my collection. And whenever I find a home fragrance product that kind of mirrors that particular scent, I immediately tend to fall in love with it. I do think that this definitely gives me some of those Vanilla Woods vibes. I think especially because I smell some amber in this, which is, again, not listed in the fragrance notes at all, but I do pick that up in here. I think because of the addition of that amber, it really does kind of take me down the Vanilla Woods route. The only difference is that there is a little bit of like a smokiness in Vanilla Woods that is not present here. It's like this is a lighter, creamier version of Vanilla Woods, if that makes sense, if you're familiar with that fragrance. It's a really beautiful scent, you guys. I adore this. I'm actually interested in picking up some of the body care the next time that I go in store. I'm curious to try maybe the body wash and maybe the body spray. I figure the body spray I can probably pair with my perfume pretty easily. So I'll probably snag some of that the next time that I pop in store. But this is a fantastic scent, you guys. I think my only complaint here is that I do wish that it was a little bit stronger. Like, it's such a pretty, stunning fragrance, but it's kind of light. I'm still not used to Bath and Body Works candles being on the lighter end of the spectrum. I would actually only put the strength of this one at about like between a 5 and a 6. And I mean, back in the heyday of Bath and Body Works, you know, in say like 2010, 2015, the strength and throw of the candles were more of like 8 or 9. Whereas there are some now where I get maybe an 8 in terms of strength and throw, but like the 9s are definitely long gone for me. I really wish I was getting more out of this one because I love the scent. Now, it's performing at that range in the downstairs where I have a more open concept, higher ceilings. I have burned this in our master bedroom, which is in the upstairs of the house. The ceilings are much lower. The rooms are a little bit more enclosed. And honestly, this does a lot better upstairs. I think this is a great bedroom candle to begin with. So I might just leave this up there at this point, honestly. But upstairs in our master bedroom, I would actually give the strength more of like, I would say like a 6, 6.5 maybe. But it's still not what I'm used to in terms of performance from Bath and Body Works. I'm actually wondering if I could get more out of this if I popped it into a candle crock, and I might be tempted to do that with this one just to test it out. I am someone who frequently uses candle crocks with candles that aren't behaving, but I usually try to reserve that for candles that are sooting or are becoming discolored or have, you know, that puny wick syndrome that can happen sometimes. None of that is happening here, but it's just quite light. But I do think that crocks can amplify the fragrance quite a bit because you're obviously melting everything in the jar at once. And that is going to release a lot more fragrance oils than just a 1-inch wax pool would, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of tempted to melt this one, but I also like the ambiance that it creates with the gold wrap that's around the label. It does give the room a really pretty glow, I will admit that. But the strength and throw are definitely on the lower end. In the downstairs, I would put the throw at probably about a 4. In the upstairs, again, I would bump that up just a little bit to more of like a 5, but I do think it has to do with the ceilings being a little bit lower in there. So the fragrance has a little bit more of an opportunity, I think, to travel a little bit further that way. But yeah, overall, kind of a low strength and throw, but a really great scent. Like, that's kind of what breaks my heart about this one, is I just love the fragrance. Like, it is perfect. It's like they took my favorite perfume and kind of tweaked it a little bit, and it was, you know, a great choice. Like, it smells fantastic. And this would be the type of fragrance where I would want it to be a powerhouse, right? Like, I would love for this to fill the entire downstairs and for this to be the only thing that's going on certain days. But, you know, when I've had this in some of the areas down here, like, it was really more of like a room specific type of scent. And again, I'm just not used to that from Bath and Body Works. So that's a little bit of a bummer with this one. I will say the burn quality has been great so far. Now, I am just at the halfway point now, and you know, sometimes, well, here's the thing. I feel like if a Bath and Body Works candle is going to have some issues, typically it happens right around the halfway point. Sometimes it can happen when you get a little bit further down, but I really like the wicks that they used on this. It's that, like, I believe it's like a zinc core type of wick. so it's thinner. I usually struggle more with the wicks that are the really thick, almost tree stump like wicks that are, covered with wax. But these wicks tend to do a lot better for me. So great experience here with the wicks. The wax is not discolored yet. There's no sooting that's happening. Like quality wise, I think it's actually doing okay. And I anticipate that I can finish this one by burning it completely. Like I said, I'm kind of tempted to pop it into a crock just to see if I can get more out of it, because I wouldn't mind purchasing more of these to exclusively just put into my candle crocks if I want the fragrance going in the downstairs of the house. I'm not averse to that. And honestly, a lot of times I get more fragrance out of the candle putting it in the crock in terms of length of time, because I do think these Bath & Body Works candles are burning a lot quicker these days too. So I'm not sure why that is. I don't think they've changed their formula that much, but well, obviously they have, because the strength and throw is decreased. But in terms of like the wax, I guess, I don't know. If you are more familiar with, any potential wax changes that may have happened, I did take a little bit of time off from Bath & Body Works there for a little bit because I was trying to whittle down my collection, and it was just too hard to like keep adding to it while trying to burn through my backup stash. So I took a little bit of a break where I didn't buy very much, and then whittled that collection down to just 3 crates, which is amazing for me, because I probably had like several hundred Bath & Body Works candles at one point. So pretty proud of myself there. But anyway, you guys, let's wrap this up. I love the scent. I wish it was stronger. Will I repurchase it? I probably will. But again, probably specifically to crock in the future. So I don't know. I'm really drawn to this fragrance, obviously, and anytime that I can find a candle that smells similar to my favorite personal perfume, I'm always happy to pick that up. So, but I'll definitely check out the body care as well. So if you have any experience either with this candle or the body care, and you'd like to share your thoughts with everyone in the comments down below, I know that that is super helpful for people. It's usually a good idea to check out a variety of different reviews. Not everybody has the same, style of house. Not everybody, burns their candles the same way. Some people use hurricanes, some don't. I kind of do a mix of, hurricanes, candle sleeves, and things like that. I will say I have not tried this in a hurricane. Maybe that would amp it up. Maybe I should try that. I'll try that, and I will report back during the weekly home fragrance roundup this weekend. So, all right, you guys, I appreciate you being here. Let me know if you have any questions. And again, be sure to share your thoughts regarding Vanilla Romance in the comments down, in the comments down below. I'll link this in the description box. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.